everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will read you for the story with the title Jaka Tarub and Seven Apsaras. Jaka Tarub was a young man who lived in a small village. One day, he was hunting for a deer in Dadapan village, but he did not find any deer. While searching for a deer, he heard the sound of girls laughing. As the place is deep inside the forest, Jaka Tarub wondered why there were girls there. He followed the sound and arrived at a small pond where he saw 7 Apsaras descend from the heaven to take a bath. The Apsaras looked like young girls and were very beautiful. While the Apsaras were bathing, Jaka sneaked out and took one of the shawls lying on the rest to him and went back into hiding. He watched as the Apsaras were chatting among themselves while bathing. After they finished bathing and getting dressed, one of the Apsaras, the youngest and the most beautiful of all, looked puzzled because she could not find her shawl, which was stolen by Jaka. Without her shawl, she could not fly back to the heaven. Jaka here, the other Apsaras called her Nawang Wulan, while they told her that it was getting late and they had to return to heaven. So they could not stay with her to look her for shawl. After the other Apsaras had gone, Jaka Tarub saw himself and pretended to oversleep her. Nawang Wulan refused Jaka Tarub over, then tried to find her missing scarf around the river where her friends and her were taking bath. Jaka Tarub accompanied Nawang Wulan and pretended to search for missing scarf. After several hours of searching, Nawang Wulan felt depressed and desperate because she still could not find her scarf. Finally, she went to the resident's house to seek help. Jaka still followed Nawang and tries to get Nawang to come to his house. When they arrive at the residence area, Jaka thought a devious plan to get Nawang to come with him. What crossed Jaka's mind was to make Nawang feel guilty and feel responsible, or also known as guilt tripping. Then Jaka pretended to find halfway. Nawang panicked and she called several residents to help her. Jaka was taken to a resident house and Nawang accompanied him, waiting for him to wake up. Moments later, Jaka pretended to be awake and wrinkled his forehead, acting like professional actor. Jaka confessed to Nawang that in fact he had an illness and he had not felt his stomach at all. But he still accompanied Nawang to look to her scarf until late at night. Consequently, Nawang feels guilty as well as sorry. Nawang feels that she has made Jaka suffer. In the end, Nawang Wulan agreed to go with Jaka Tarub to his home. When they arrived at Jaka's house, Nawang took good care of Jaka Tarub, starting from making food, preparing water for Jaka to take a bath, and make sure Jaka Tarub takes medicine. After doing all that, Nawang said goodbye to go back to the resident's place to find a place to live. However, Jaka Tarub offered to let Nawang stay at his house. Nawang refuses and insists on finding her own temporary place to live without having to bother Jaka. Finally, Jaka let Nawang go to the resident's house to find a place to live alone. The next day, Jaka returned to the resident place where Nawang was looking for the place to live. He tried to find out where Nawang was. Then he saw Nawang helping one of the residents to dry the clothes. Jaka approached and greeted Nawang. They chatted casually. Occasionally, Jaka threw jokes that made Nawang laugh, and Jaka helped Nawang to dry the clothes. After that long conversation, Jaka learned one of the fact that Nawang lived in the house of one of the residents who is clothes farmer, and Nawang must work to help the farmer in return. Jaka visit Nawang every day. He always helped Nawang finish her work. Because Nawang got used to it and started to feel comfortable around Jaka, Nawang finally fell in love with Jaka. Then Jaka asked Nawang to be his wife, and the proposal was accepted. Finally, Jaka Tarub and Nawang Wulan got married. It turned out that Nawang Wulan was a good wife and was very skillful in doing house chores without making much effort. Moreover, their rice supply never decreased after he married her. But Nawang Wulan forbade Jaka to look inside the rice cooker while she cooked rice. Jaka was suspicious. He wasn't allowed to open the lid of the rice cooker. But because of his love for Nawang, Jaka just did what she ordered for a long time. Not long after, Nawang Wulan got married, and at the time, she gave birth to a baby girl whom they named Nawang Se. Now, added with the task of taking care of a baby, Nawang Wulan still seems to have no difficulties in doing her house chores, while most other women would have some difficulties in doing all she did. Feeling very curious about all this, Jaka tried to find out her secret. He did what Nawang Wulan forbade him to do. He opened the lid of the rice cooker and looked inside it. He found out that Nawang Wulan only used one single grain of rice to cook into a full rice cooker. Now he knows why the rice supply never decreased and that all these times Nawang Wulan had been using her asparagus power to do house chores. But something happened after Jaka peeked inside the rice cooker. Nawang Wulan began to have various difficulties in doing her tasks. Furthermore, the rice supply began to decrease. Nawang Wulan had lost her asparagus power and become an ordinary human being. When the rice supply was not fully used up, Nawang Wulan unintentionally saw her old soul lurking from below the rice supply while she went to the granary to get some rice. To her surprise, she found out that it was Jaka who stole her soul all along, which made her unable to go back to heaven. She was angry, and now that she had found her soul, she decided to return to heaven. Jaka pleaded with her not to leave, but her decision was final. Nawang Wulan left Jaka Tarub and went to heaven with her daughter, Nawang Se. Because Nawang Se has half asparagus blood, she is allowed to go to heaven with her. On the other hand, Jaka feels sad and regrets what he did to Nawang. Okay, thank you guys for watching my video and thank you for the next video. Bye bye.